Scroll through any social media feed today, and you will be hit with a wall of internet personalities speaking confidently about mitochondria, autophagy, and expensive biohacks. They string together complex terminology to sell a chaotic array of quick fixes. Medical professionals approach human biology differently. They don't sound entirely certain about miracle cures because they understand the deep nuance of the body. Instead of pushing isolated hacks, they focus on the foundational systems that actually keep us alive. The World Health Organization defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It is an active, dynamic resource that we draw upon for everyday living. Modern sedentary lifestyles actively drain that resource. When we sit for hours on end, our internal systems slow down. This stagnation leads to a buildup of cellular waste, triggering localized tissue inflammation, widespread physical sluggishness, and that heavy afternoon brain fog we've all come to accept as normal. This animation shows the blood-brain barrier. Over time, cumulative exposure to high blood pressure physically batters these delicate microvascular networks. That high-pressure flow slowly degrades the vessels supplying the brain, cutting off vital nutrients and setting the stage for severe neurological decline. Preventing chronic disease and curing daily fatigue requires abandoning internet quick fixes. Instead, we have to address the physical stagnation happening right now inside our body's hidden fluid networks. The cardiovascular system is a delivery mechanism. By maintaining a systolic blood pressure below 120, your heart efficiently pumps oxygenated blood and nutrients to your tissues safely, without rupturing the tiny vessels trying to feed your cells. Once those cells consume the nutrients, they produce garbage. That is where the lymphatic system takes over. It acts as the body's secondary fluid network, solely responsible for cleaning up the toxic aftermath of cellular metabolism. Every time your cells generate energy, they excrete waste products like ammonia, carbon dioxide, and excess extracellular fluid. If these byproducts sit in your tissues, bacteria begin to grow, the skin thickens, and the area becomes highly inflamed. This diagram reveals a major structural challenge. The lymphatic system has no central heart to pump this fluid. These vertical vessels rely entirely on one-way valves to fight gravity, and without an external force to squeeze them, the fluid goes nowhere. Without the mechanical movement of your muscles, your tissues are left to marinate in their own toxic waste. This local stagnation causes systemic sluggishness, swelling, and eventual cellular damage. Elevated energy helps push this fluid, but rigorous cardiovascular exercise structurally alters the network itself, especially inside the heart. Through a process called lymphangiogenesis, intense cardio forces the growth of brand new lymphatic vessels, weaving them directly into the heart's hard-working muscle. This internal plumbing upgrade captures specific metabolic waste products, causing cardiac inflammation, draining them away before they can degrade the tissue. Cardiovascular exercise builds heart strength while simultaneously triggering a mandatory biological process, building the exact waste disposal architecture required to prevent the heart from aging prematurely. The central nervous system requires a completely different mechanism to clear its daily metabolic waste. Inside the brain lies the glymphatic system. This is a highly specialized plumbing network that only fully opens up and activates during periods of deep sleep. While you are unconscious, this system physically washes away the neurological debris accumulated during wakefulness. This is the exact debris responsible for immediate daytime brain fog and the same plaque buildup linked to Alzheimer's disease over decades. Sleep is a mandatory structural fluid flush required to protect the entire neurological system from self-destruction. You can consciously control these hidden fluid networks. The clinical evidence points to a few simple physical habits that manually stimulate flow. This torso animation highlights the first step, deep diaphragmatic breathing. By breathing deeply into the belly, the diaphragm expands downward to physically squeeze the cisterna chyli, a major lymph node in the abdomen, manually pumping fluid upward. The second step is consistent low-level muscular contraction, getting at least 7,000 steps, bouncing on a rebounder, or flexing the leg muscles forces stagnant fluid up against gravity. Professional athletes take this mechanical principle even further. Surfers like Laird Hamilton use underwater pressure and explosive vertical movements off the bottom of a pool to force extreme lymphatic drainage throughout the body. The third step involves targeted light exposure. Using long wavelength red or near-infrared light on the skin directly reduces inflammation and charges cellular mitochondria, improving the local function and repair of lymphatic vessels. Finally, optimize your sleep environment to maximize that nighttime brain flush. Keeping the room cool helps initiate deep sleep, and slightly elevating your head ensures gravity works with your lymphatic system rather than against it. True, lasting vitality is built by mastering the daily physical flow